Thousand Oaks congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses would like to welcome all in attendance to our worship this morning, or this afternoon rather. We're going to have a public talk followed by our study of the Watchtower to help us make a transition from our secular lives to our worship. Song number 130 has been selected. Song number 130. If you would please stand. As is our custom, we'll open with the word of prayer.
Jehovah, our Heavenly Father, we approach you in prayer to ask your forgiveness, just as the theme of our song today, for our blood guilt, which we have, for our blood doctrine, which unfortunately has killed many of our own family members. Excuse me, you're not supposed to touch me. It's in your elders meeting, sir. In your elders letter. And please bless us and send us to Google, and where we can please learn about the Australian Royal Commission, where they discovered that there were over 1,000 pedophiles that were not reported, and learn about the two-witness rule. Please also guide us so that we do not shun our parents, shun our children and our families.
We're going to call the police.
Please. My mother died from the blood doctrine herself. She was only 32. Her name is Elizabeth VanHassel. I love you all, and I want you all to please pray on this and think about this. It's so important. Research this. These things are true, guys. I promise. Go online. Research it. Don't just believe what you're told without facts. Please, I beg you. If you care about your families and your children and your lives, please look into it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Y'all have a wonderful day.
Jehovah, Father, I'm grateful for this.
Don't worry, sir.
We certainly appreciate it, and I certainly that we have to work.
Oh, that's by all means, if that's what you feel is appropriate. Please let them know that you grabbed me, because that's assault.
Can you wait here so that he shows up and you can explain that?
Oh no, absolutely. I don't mind waiting around if that's what you'd like, but I'm actually going to leave anyway. I don't.
What's your name?
Oh,
Okay.
I'm just his sister. Don't worry about it.
No, Mary, I think you said.
No,
or your
no.
mom's name was.
No, my mother's name was Elizabeth. Yes. Do you happen to know about the two-witness rule?
One of Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yes, she was. This was years ago. This was, I want to say, like almost 11, 12 years ago now.
Was she here in San Antonio?
Yeah, she was. I'm trying to leave, sir.
No.
He's just having a discussion with me.
Okay. We'll pass on the call for right now.
Sorry, sir.
It's okay. We want to just make sure.
I am so sorry that you guys are being misled like this. I'm so sad for you guys, and that's why I'm telling you guys this. Like, I'm sure you know about the two-witness rule, right? And how you guys have to call the branch in cases of reported child abuse.
Yes.
Yes, right. And you can't immediately go to the cops. You have to go to the branch for legal advice. Is that correct, sir?
Well, we get
but
training.
Is it correct though?
We don't share that information.
Well, I've seen it in the Elders Manual, Shepherding the Flock of God.
But let me ask you something, because
it's true, sir.
We just want
My mom died for the blood doctrine. You know how many times that's changed over the years? I mean, how come you can have like every different part of the blood, but not the whole blood?
So here's the thing we just wanted to talk to you about is our meetings are open to the.
I've actually tried to have civil discussions with Jehovah's Witnesses about this, to ask them these questions that I have, and nobody ever wants to discuss these things, sir.
Well, we're here to discuss a little bit with you, and we just want to make sure.
I'm just hurting because I lost my family. My family doesn't talk to me because I won't
Can
become one of you.
Do you feel that it's appropriate to disrupt our meeting?
Do you feel that it's appropriate to not report pedophiles or to kill your family?
Can I just answer the question? Okay.
I'm just hurting, sir.
Yeah.
You understand that,
Yeah,
right?
no.
I'm not meaning to do anything malicious here. That is not what I came for.
And our invitations are open to everyone.
Except for me now. But I understand why.
It's because we have
of course, sir.
an organized service.
No argument. I understand exactly why. So I have no arguments there, and you will not.
Is your mom still one of Jehovah's Witnesses?
My mother passed away,
Oh,
sir.
I'm sorry, I didn't listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you were supposed to. Okay. And are you one of Jehovah's Witnesses?
No, sir. I was never baptized. She was 32.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I was 17 at the time, sir. She had me when she was only 15 because she married my dad, who was in his 20s when she was 14. She was
I think
14
we got
years
this,
old.
Austin. I think we're okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not
we're
going to be
okay
violent or
right now.
anything.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I think we're
And
okay.
yes, I did read in
Oh,
your
you're
elders
okay?
meeting you're not
Yeah,
supposed
no,
to
we're
touch
just
people, so just
Thank
next
you,
time,
brother.
maybe if somebody does that,
That's
be
my
careful.
error. I
Yeah,
apologize.
no, yeah, I
And
know,
the
and I
last
forgive
thing
you,
we
sir,
want
it's all
you to
right.
do is to feel.
I know you were just acting a little bit, in shock, because I'm sure it's shocking, but
The only thing is we don't want you to feel that we are trying to intimidate you either.
no, sir. No, I don't feel that at all. I don't feel intimidated by Jehovah's Witnesses. That's why I felt free to come in and say what I did today. You guys don't scare me. Never will. You guys are quite benign as far as religions go, I guess, in the terms of like intimidation.
So-
Like you're not like Scientology who goes out and stalks people, I guess.
Yeah, so
Yeah. But I wanted to confirm those things. Those are true, right? Though the things that I was asking.
what
Are
were
they-
the things you were asking at the end?
Yeah, the 2-witness rule. That's true that you need 2 witnesses in order
The
to.
scriptures say that. So you're
So that's
right.
what you follow, right?
It's in the
Because of the Bible.
Yeah, Jesus said that at the mouth of 2 witnesses.
And he meant that about
Everything. Any accusation.
sexual assault, child sexual assault.
Any
Any
accusation.
accusation.
But if any time there is, go ahead.
Wasn't there a time where Jehovah felt that a donkey's life was worth saving?
Yeah, Jesus talked
Then why,
about it.
if a donkey is worth saving, why not your own family member?
Definitely, we feel that way. I guess I'm trying to understand your point here.
I mean, I'm just, oh man, it's just, I want people to go and look into these things for themselves, because a lot of the witnesses in there, they don't know about the 2-witness rule, for instance, that you, like you even
They
said that
do.
that's confidential information,
No,
right?
it's in the
it's part of the Bible.
Sure, it's part of the Bible, but they don't know how it's put into practice in the actual, in the organization, right? And then, I mean, you guys know about the Australian Royal Commission thing that happened, right?
We've heard it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did, because they sent
So-
out letters to you guys.
So let me share something with you.
Oh, and the shunning, that's the other thing. Oh gosh, I wish you guys wouldn't do that to people. They kill themselves.
So
They kill themselves.
let us just share some things with you.
It hurts
You-
them very
you have-
deeply.
Can I show you something from the Bible?
Sure.
Is this
By all
your
means.
Bible?
Yes, sir. It's my Bible. Yeah, I actually owe this
This
to my
is-
mom. She was very beautiful and young.
Boy, she was young.
She was only 32, like I said.
How old were you when she passed?
17. Yeah, the elders, by the way, told my grandmother to let my mom get married at 14 to a 20-something-year-old because they didn't want her to commit fornication, I guess,
So
is what the
your-
reason was.
Your mom was 17 when she passed. You were a baby.
Oh, no, my mom was 32, I was 17.
Oh, you were.
Yeah,
Okay.
my mom had me when she was 15. She got married at 14, and she was actually baptized at age 12. I even have her baptism picture still.
So here's a thought,
Yes, sir.
and just you can call me Judah.
Oh, Judah, nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
So here, I just want to show you. You probably read this scripture.
Mhm.
It says, "All Scripture is inspired of God, beneficial for teaching, for reproving, for setting things straight, for disciplining."
Yeah, but God, doesn't God value life?
Yeah. So, but let me explain something to you. We, as Jehovah's Witnesses, believe that everything in the Bible is part of God's inspired word. It comes from God. So every decision we make and
Is
every
based on an interpretation of some scriptures that actually have been interpreted different ways and can be.
and you can certainly feel that way. But I'm just explaining to you.
How do you know your interpretation is the correct one?
Well, I plainly believe that because it's obviously the biggest reason I feel that way. Is
Yes,
The
sir.
Bible interprets itself essentially because when you put it in things in context, you get to understand what something is, how something is being highlighted. The Bible really essentially interprets itself.
And how
God's-
is that? How can a book self-regulate?
Well, remember how God said the Bible is so effective.
And how
so
do we
it
know?
can
How do we
discern.
know that this is actually divinely inspired? I mean, just because it says it is doesn't mean
Those
it is.
are-
I can write a book that
those
says
are all good-
I'm the
Those
flying
are all-
spaghetti monster.
Those are all good questions. This is why we study the Bible with people.
I've studied the Bible myself.
Okay.
I mean, with you guys, actually. Yes, absolutely. For years I studied. I was actually an unbaptized publisher. I was very close
So-
to being asked the questions for baptism, actually. So yes, I have studied.
Everyone gets to decide for themselves what they want to do with what they've learned, and this is what we
And
decide.
that's why I'm giving them the information too, because I think they need some of that as well, because it's only fair.
Okay. But we don't go to your house and
Right.
disrupt you.
Actually,
Or
you
your
guys do
neighbors.
knock on the door.
No, we
That-
don't.
not disruptive,
We
though.
don't.
Oh,
disrupt.
I think many people find it disruptive, actually.
No,
That's
but
what
it-
I've been told, yes.
Have you seen
They
Jehovah's,
do.
Have you seen Jehovah's Witnesses rise up in the middle of in any other congregation?
No,
and
but they
speak?
do go disrupt people when they're out in public trying to shop, or when they're at the bus stop, for instance. You know, that's actually like one of the few times I've seen my grandmother in all of the past several years is she came up to me at the bus stop because she thought I was someone else. She didn't even recognize me, and she was trying to pass some literature to me. That's extremely depressing.
Yeah.
And she
Well-
lives not more than a mile away from me,
Well,
sir.
we
That's
do this
horrible.
because
Why do you guys shun? The Bible
No,
doesn't
no.
tell you to shun.
We're just following Bible directions, Bible
we
principles.
just showed you one.
The
Everything in the
Bible does
Bible.
not tell you to shun.
It does.
It tells
does.
you not to associate with people, but it doesn't tell you you can't talk
Just
to your own
fellowship.
family.
It says you can't even eat a meal with someone.
Yeah, but it doesn't say, let them kill themselves, does it?
No, that's a decision that
It's
somebody
a
else
personal
makes.
decision.
And you're okay with being
Oh.
party to that? You're okay with
We try.
you're okay with that?
So-
What you're doing hurting them that much?
So if I sell a car to someone and they use it to kill themselves or someone, am I responsible?
It's not a car; it's a human life,
No,
sir.
no, I was,
It's not. That's an
human life is
incongruous
being-
an analogy. It doesn't make sense.
So, here's the thing. We're gonna go round and round.
I know, sir, but I'm
We
just trying to
don't-
get answers, and I'm so glad you're willing to even talk to me
Well,
about this. I appreciate that.
Probably the best. You've probably been on our website, jw.org.
Oh, absolutely, yes,
Okay.
for years.
So
In fact,
you-
I watched the very first, all of your JW broadcasting ever since the first
Very
one.
good. So you have at your availability a
Oh,
lot of
yes.
information.
Yes, and I still don't, I'm still finding myself with questions. What do you know?
Yeah. Well, all the answers we're going to give you are from the Bible, and if the very fact that you
But
doubt
that's
its
such a
inspiration
robotic
and all-
response. You're dealing with humans.
Yeah.
You're not dealing
You're
with a
entitled
book.
to feel that way, by the way. So
I know,
we
sir.
respect that you feel that way, but what we don't want you to do is come and disrupt our meetings. Okay.
I'm sure you don't. And just like people don't want you to come knock on their door, and especially having pedophiles out in service. I saw one out in service.
When someone asks us to leave their home,
He
we
was a
do.
registered sex offender, sir. Underage child that he had sex with.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Oh, you can go look it up. I can't remember. Ivory something was the name of the brother. You can find it online. And
Well-
you can confirm that he is also definitely one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I think that they may have since removed him from being out in service, but at the time they actually caught him going door to door, and that is not okay, not even by the law. And doesn't the Bible say you're supposed to follow the law?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
As long as
so
it doesn't conflict with Jehovah's Witnesses.
so we're just gonna go round and round. You said you're actually looking for answers.
I am.
If you
and
are,
I have a ton of questions. Can't
So-
you hear me?
yeah, but you're not willing to reason on them.
No, you're not willing to reason. You're only willing to repeat
No, we're not
something
gonna
without
argue.
without actually thinking about it. Think about these things,
have.
sir.
We have.
Thought about it for
Think
years.
harder. And do some objective research.
I have. So
Have you? With
yes.
where? May I ask?
All over the place. In
Or
fact,
no,
I have
just in
See,
organizations
the thing
literature,
is,
right?
You see, you wanted answers, but he just gave you one and you won't accept it. So it really
No.
the
I
conversation's
accepted.
over.
I accepted his
No,
answer,
no,
and I
no.
corrected him, and I specified it's just from the
but the
literature,
thing
the
is-
organization's literature.
We're not gonna argue.
Yeah.
See, so
Right.
so here's the thing.
You
We
are
just-
arguing, actually, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to engage you in an argument. I just meant to ask questions.
Okay. So we just want you to know that.
Yeah, I
Right
know.
now,
My
you're-
invitation
you're
has been
revoked.
revoked. I'm sorry. I know the whole.
So
Yeah.
you know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I know the spiel.
we just. I'm sad to hear about your mom.
I am too, sir. It's going
and
to hurt me for the
hurt-
rest of my life.
It hurts us to hear that. It really does. It's not a mechanical response.
God, I
but-
sure hope not.
No, it's not.
These tears are not fake, sir. They're from the depths of my soul, sir.
We believe that. She's your mom. So,
And I also cry for the kids, the ones that are not reported about, and then they have to continue to attend meetings with their abuser, or even be left alone with them. This happens.
yeah.
And it scares the crap out of me, sir. Forgive my language, but man, it's horrible.
Well, apparently you have many questions and you're still looking for answers.
Absolutely.
So that means that all the resources you have access to probably have not filled you.
Why can't I ask Jehovah's Witnesses directly?
You can.
Okay, well, you know what? Do me a favor. How do I set up a meeting with elders at a different Kingdom Hall, of course, so that I don't return here?
So we don't do that. We go to people's homes to answer questions.
You can't do a shepherding call with me. I'm not a witness.
No, we go door to door.
We're talking about the Bible studies. We're talking about answering
I want to meet with a few elders. I would like to have. I don't care if I have to go in their back room or whatever, or if you guys want to come to my house and hang out, whatever. I want to have a discussion with a few elders.
There's a real simple way to do that. Fill out that little mail-in form.
I don't want a Bible study. I want elders to speak to me, not just a rank-and-file witness. I would like to speak to elders.
There's a comment on there. You fill that out as well and see what your response is.
Okay, and then I will be.
You don't live in the area.
Will I be permitted to speak to elders?
You can specify that online.
Because I would like somebody who is well versed in everything that I'm asking about, of course.
Yeah, so you can go online, jw.org, request a visit, and under the request a visit about Jehovah's Witnesses, you'll find a section after my phone.
Yeah, no, I've seen that
request
section
a visit,
before.
and I believe there's a blank box
or I can make
there,
a special request.
And you can make a special request. And let's see
what are the odds of them actually fulfilling this request? Just out of curiosity. What are you thinking?
We call on any request. Now, I think what you need to do though is be specific and maybe ask your questions.
No, because if I'm too specific in that, they're going to say, oh no, that's an apostate. I'm not going to go talk to them, even though I'm technically not, by the way, because I was, of course, never baptized.
How do you think about that?
At the best, at most, sir, I'm an opposer, not an apostate.
But think about
you can't even call me an apostate.
Think about what you just said. You wanted answers. He just gave you one. And think about, technically, not an apostate. It's sort of like,
I wasn't baptized, sir.
Okay.
That's your own rules.
Okay. But what
that's how it
saying
works.
You received an answer, and it wasn't sufficient for you.
Don't worry, sir. I understood what he said. I was just saying they're not going to want to talk to me if I'm too specific. That's why I said I'll gladly ask for a call, but I will not make it too specific.
So you've been all over our website and you've looked at all the research topics.
I know more about your website than I want to.
Okay. So if that's how you feel, do you believe that a visit from Jehovah's Witnesses is going to change your perspective? Are you
maybe it's not. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't change my perspective, but at least I will have tried. Is it not worth the effort?
But you're sincerely looking for someone.
I am sincerely looking for some truthful answers from some people that are willing to give them to me.
Because we tried using some Bible scriptures and you shine.
Yes, but that's not the way. That's not the way to logically discuss something like that. But, I mean, we could discuss more Bible scriptures. I mean, that's fine with me. I'm more than happy to entertain a few of those.
That's the only method we use.
Right, and I'm more than happy to discuss some more of those with some elders, gladly. In fact, I'll even study for that.
That's the only, because I just want, here's what I'm telling you. The method that we use to answer questions is to use the Bible. That's our method. So, if that's not going to satisfy you, then there are no other methods.
Well, I'm going to try every method until it's completely exhausted, sir.
Okay, but I mean for us, on our part, that's all I'm saying is if somebody comes to visit to your home and you have questions, we're going to use the Bible for that. So so consider that before you go online and make your request. Okay, and if you want something specific, you can put that on there and see what kind of response.
Yeah. Well.
But
I'm still really sorry that you guys are being misled. But I'm not sorry for saying the truth. I'm really not.
And we feel that we have the truth too. So you see,
So then I guess we respect each other's values, don't we?
That's right. We do respect you.
I sure hope so.
Oh yes, you can be sure of that. That's
why we came out here to talk. We're humans.
That's why we came out here to talk to you.
Well, I'm glad that you did. I'm very glad and very, very grateful that you did come out to speak to me. I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah.
Both of you.
We wanted to at least acknowledge, and that's what we hope we did that.
It is not going unappreciated, sir. And I want you to have a wonderful day, both of you, sir. And
I'm Judah.
Oh, I'm Amanda.
Nice to to meet you, Amanda.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
You have a good one. Oh, there. Gotta go that way. Oh, where did he go? Is he on the other side? Ugh. Purple triangle. Oh my god, there's a freaking purple triangle. I don't know if the camera can see that, but it's there. Damn. Okay. Where did he go? Is he on the other side? Man, that was rough. Oh my god, that was rough.